Okay, so we're going to try something. We have just done Mesa here. Now we're going to do Hildren and hope this works. As I'm hoping it works. Because this is one of those situations where I'm doing this so you don't have to. Synthetics, that would be that one, and we'll give you, yeah, just have one of those. That should be enough. The reason I'm doing this is at 10 mutations, oh sorry, in 10 invigorations you can mutate. So if we do this, invigorate her, and I love the way you can't get round this, that pops up. Override Warframe. But, well, what happens if I just do another frame instead? Because by coming here and going to her, okay, so it turns out I need more of those even though I literally just fed you everything that you needed for this. Was that, wasn't it? Who knows? We'll find out in a second. Probably. I was not paying much attention if I'm being honest. Invigorate, override is still there, but that is all three of those I can do for the week now done. Which means, well, I would like to, well, to be fair, I'd rather put that onto Mirage, Mesa, sorry, looking at the frame, because the 250% secondary damage is going to work extremely well on Mesa. But I want to try that, but not on this frame. Oh my dearest Protea. If this has worked incorrectly, it basically means I have lost this invigoration. That's all this means. But I want to know if one I've already... No, it says consumed. This isn't going to work. We go to overdrive. Override, go to this one. Override. It already says... And there it is. Even though it has been done, you can do it again. Whereas, because it was ready here, and I did Mirage anyway, it didn't conclude it onto the next list, which means it's gone. So as soon as that mutation appears, you're going to want to use it, because doing another one is going to waste it. Great. So now I need to put that onto you, just to see if that works. That will regain me the one I have just lost, but if I hadn't have done that, this would be the second one of these. That would put me one ahead of where I should really theoretically be. I've just wasted it doing Mirage. So what I figured out here... Oh... What we can conclude from this is once override appears, you want to use the override. You can't leave it for a later date. Once it's there, you kind of have to use it. But the mutations, or the mutation itself, can be used on an already, as you can see, it says consumed, as does the one for Mirage. It says consumed. This one in the middle said consumed, but as soon as you override it, it instantly becomes available again, because obviously it's on a different frame. This is just simply because I am using this frame most at the moment. That is the only reason for going for this one. Though ability strength would have been much better for Protea than secondary damage. I am aware of this. Nobody needs to go to the comment section and mention this. Ability strength with her turret? Oh yes. That would have been absolutely amazing. But that's not what I wanted for. I wanted for something completely different, and this just works. It's not for as much for the frame, it's more of the 5 jumps than anything else. That definitely should have gone on Protea over that. I agree with everybody who has jumped instantly to the comment sections and mentioned this. I am actually kind of regretting it now, but I do want the jumps for something else that I'm doing in the meantime, and as I say, I'm using Protea. That's the only reason it's on Protea, because I wanted the 5 jumps. I have something I need to do. So, once the mutations comes around, you basically need to use it. You can't leave it for later on, you have to use it there and then. Continuing it on, you will end up losing. You can see if Mirage... Well, this would now be one ahead of where it was normally, which means I'm now behind from where I should be, which kind of annoys me a lot. But the only way to find that out was to mess around and do it. I didn't do it last time, so I did it this time, and it just, no, it doesn't work that way. You're best off just as soon as you have got to that point, you can kind of do it, but you can also, well, consume or go back and reuse any pre-consumed invigoration, which is good to know because I left the one that I was going to use, which, well, now I wouldn't do that. I would use it to get to the mutation, leaving the rest of them, meaning you can get further ahead, which is great. And with that, I think we'll leave this off here for now while I go do some, how do I put it, jumpy fun. But then something weird happened that has kind of stopped me from doing anything. Mainly because, yeah, I don't understand what's going on. I need normal Mesa here, who hasn't been invigorated, because I invigorate the primes, because I may actually use the primes. It said consumed. Yes, I have it in the video. It says consumed. But then this happened. So, because I can invigorate Protea again.